Hi, it's me Vamp, and welcome back to Vamp Plays. Today I'm going to show you one of my Magic the Gathering decks. Now, it's not like a super meta deck or anything. It's just because I usually make decks I like to have fun with. So this deck is called Unconventional Blue. It's a blue and black deck. I'm going to show you it and maybe we'll get into like a duel or two. Okay. So, Merfolk, 3 of those, of course. Overwhelming Apprentice, 2. That may make you think that it's a mill deck, but it's not just mill. It's not just blue either. I told you guys it was pretty unconventional, so let's get into it. We have this dismissal, return target non-lane permanent to the owner's hand, then amass 1, so we can get our zombie token. Drown secrets, like I said, most of these seem like they're mill to begin with, right? 2 negate counter spells. Counter spells are fun. Well, if you're playing them, they're fun. If you're playing against them, they're not so fun. But anyway, 2 Soaring Thirst, because this is a black and white deck. Not black and white deck, black and blue deck. After all. So, I mean, that to get rid of some of those smaller creatures. We usually use Discovery Half, but Dispersal is also a thing that could be used. 2 Thought Assured to get, rid of their hand as quick as possible. Well, not as quick as possible. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Surveil 1 is the best, and the discard is just a bonus. That's how I use it anyway. 1 Tyrant Scorn, just so we can either get rid of a creature or we can return a creature, either or. So we can return, say they give us a pacifism, we can return our own creature. Or, destroy their creature. Or if we need to destroy our creature for some reason. 2 didn't say please, because, they didn't say please. So how dare they try to cast? But yeah, 2 counter spells. Thought Collapse, 2 more counter spells. And now we get into Rogue Shadow Mage. Devour. Rogue Shadow Mage. He's just a simple, he combos okay with this. Makes them discard 2 cards every time they mind rot 1, of course. And this every time target player, every time at the beginning of each opponent's turn, every time it's their turn, if they have 1 or fewer cards in hand, they take 2 damage. Mind rot will help with that a bit. And that lets them discard a card. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a plus effect, so they get it destroyed pretty quickly, but it's okay for a quick draw. I mean, discard some cheap damage, maybe another turn discard if you can keep it alive. Murderous Rider 3. I mean, that's basically a staple at this point. It's how we get, sure, we loot to life, but it's how we get rid of the super tough creatures, how we get rid of the planewalkers, because planewalkers, some of them can be pretty overpowered, which we will get to in a minute, because that's in this deck as well. Okay, we have Ashok, Dream Render. His effect, basically, spells and abilities the opponent controls can't be used to search the library. That's good, that's the bonus effect, but the main effect we're looking for is target player put the top 4 cards of the library into their graveyard, then exile each opponent's graveyard. So this is good whether you're facing one opponent or many opponents. Although at first I know this game only had one opponent at the time, let me know. I used to play Magic the Gathering quite a bit IRL. So one God Eternal Kefnith. I mean, that's an awesome card overall. One Jace, Wielder of Mysteries. Now, mostly have him for the draw card, mill their card thing, but I guess you can use him otherwise. Two Ritual of Suit, just to kill some weaker creatures. Three Night Veil Predator. Everyone, I feel like, overlooks this creature, you know. Like if you're facing off against a counter deck, or a deck that just destroys creatures that's in a disc summon, this can protect you in most cases from that happening. So, I mean, it's pretty cool. It has Flying, Death Touch, and Hexproof. So that means they can't target it. There's three of them. It's a full cost. Yeah. Okay. Enter the God Eternal. The two of these, it's just a real good card. Deals 4 damage to target creature. You gain life equal to damage dealt in that way. Jace, Arcane Strategist. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Good for beefing up your creatures. Draw card, of course. And then, if you have enough creatures out, you can use his third ability, which, you know, creatures you control can't be blocked this turn. Okay, and now this is where the deck gets a bit tricky. Liliana, Dread Horde General. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. Let's see. This is real good because it also counts sacrificed creatures as well. So usually, if I'm being honest, I use her second ability right when she gets on the field because usually I need it in a clutch moment. But yeah, it's one of those things. She's mostly token creation, sometimes sacrifice to wipe the field, sort of. She's kind of a field wiper, which is pretty cool. That's why I have one of her in the deck. Of course, the island, swamps, dismissal, damsel, backwater. You gain 1 life. Of course, it taps for either, you know, island or swamp, which is what we need in this deck. Watery Grave, you may pay 2 life. Oh, I have 3 of these backwaters, by the way. Watery Grave, you may pay 2 life, and if you do, it comes into the battle untapped, otherwise it's tapped. And then you'll have Fabled Passage. 1 Fabled Passage, which, to be honest, I literally just use this to get whatever land I'm missing. So, this is a good card overall with any multicolor deck. And I think we will get into a game. Now, I don't know if I'm going to win or lose this game. This isn't particularly about winning or losing. It's just about showing you guys how the deck is. It's just supposed to be a little for fun deck. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm facing a straight mill deck, which is honestly very annoying. I know I'm using a version of a mill deck, so you might think of that at the pot calling the kettle black, but yeah, let's see. Adventure, no. Okay. counter spell. Now, you gotta be kind of wary with counter spells. I kind of wasted that one, if I'm being honest. Shouldn't have done that, did it anyway. Hopefully it works out though. Let's see what happens. Like I said, this deck is mostly just for fun. He was making sure that my, you know, everything was tapped. Yeah, so he could activate that and have nothing to worry about. So what we will do is we will summon this. Oh yeah, because he tapped all his land too, so we get to summon that free. Not free of charge, but free of having to worry about, you know, him milling it. Okay. He took to the library for a basic land and put in the battlefield. He's choosing to mill me right now. Okay. I have to, he does. Okay, I'm gonna have to bait out his thing, so I will. I'm baiting out his counter spell because, I mean, there's a good chance he has. Ooh, he doesn't. Okay. I was trying to bait out his counter spell for next turn. I guess I don't have to. Okay. Although now he might have one, so yeah. As you can see, like I said, this deck is very for fun. He keeps looking at my mana to make sure I can't tap anything since he knows I have, you know, yeah. He knows I have. I'll put a swamp. I'll play Liliana.
Warrior Queen Necromancer has a nice ring to it.
I will summon this.
Good help is easy.
I will attack with both of these against my better judgment. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't expect him to let that go through. I guess I was wrong. I miscalculated. I swear this deck is a good deck, even if I use terrible judgment sometimes on it. That doesn't mean it's, you know, a terrible deck. It just means I have terrible judgment. Okay, he's using that, which he tapped all of his mana, so that's actually good for us because we get to do this and destroy this.
I grace you with my lack of presence.
Okay, we will summon another horde.
Rise and shine.
We will keep that there. We will attack with both of these. He's of course going to block with the 2/2, so that doesn't die because that's the only thing standing between him and destruction. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I kind of want to be like, let's see how you like it. But you know what? I'm going to do something meaner.
Oh, I do love a good death wail.
Okay. Okay. We will put this here. We would then proceed to target him. Okay, now we will put this on the bottom. We have more than enough land. We will also put this on the bottom. Done. Because that's scry 2. And then, I mean, there's no reason not to summon this creature. Do we still have enough? Yes, we do. Okay, good. You always with this deck, it's very important, especially if you're facing another counter deck, that you have something in your hand to counter with. That's why he was constantly checking my lands earlier, to make sure I didn't just counter. Yes, okay. I'm gonna sacrifice 2 life to just straight up destroy that. I'm gonna go ahead, create another black token, and heat render. And that is the deck in a nutshell, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck. The game lasted a little longer than I thought. I thought I would lose right away. As its win rate, since I've been using it, it's kind of, maybe, I don't know, I want to say 60-40. The odds of it winning are pretty good, but at the end, like I said, it's not a meta deck, it's a fun deck. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you would like to see me do more games with this deck or another deck video in general, let me know. I actually am a huge fan of Magic the Gathering. I actually stream Magic the Gathering every Monday. Link in the description below. Well, right now it's every Monday. It could be another day, but right now I'm going through this whole Magic Monday phase. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, feel free to hit thumbs up. Feel free to punch that notification icon if you want to be notified when my videos go live. And I will talk to you guys in the future. Oh yeah, also don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So yeah, later.